you our first ever Juntos in Casa family virtual event. We invite all to join us for different activities to keep everyone at home entertained. This includes hands-on activities, as well as fitness classes, dance and musical performances, health resources, and much more. While the museum is closed, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as to follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. Thank you so much and enjoy! Next up, we're going to be doing eggshell painting with Miss Kaylin. For this activity, you're going to need the following materials. Paper, preferably a sturdy type of paper like cardboard or cardstock. Eggshells, about 8 or more depending on the size of your project. Food coloring, glue, cups for every color you're going to use, plates, color pencils, and napkins. Remember, this activity is going to be on our YouTube channel so that you can come back and do as many types as you'd like.
Hi, my name is Kaylin and I work here as a museum educator at the National Museum of Mexican Art. And today's activity, we are going to be doing a project with cáscaras de huevo, with eggshells. We're going to be painting with eggshells. And so here's an example of what we are going to be making today. So in order to make this project, we are going to need a few materials. And the materials will be, we're going to need cups of water, some eggshells, food coloring, napkins, okay, paper plates, liquid glue, and a color pencil. Okay, so first step of the project is we're gonna begin to dye our eggs. So in order to do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a few cups filled with water. The amount of cups will be the amount of colored eggs you want. And so what we're then going to do is we're going to place the eggshells inside of each cup. And so I recommend per color to have at least 3 eggshells, or 3 full eggshells. That way you have enough eggs to work with. Because although the eggs look big, when we begin to crush them, you're going to notice that it's actually not a lot. So I recommend putting 3 to 4 drops of dye in each cup, and you'll be able to tell if you need more dye depending on the color of the water. The darker the color of the water is, the easier it will be for the egg to absorb the color. So you can leave your eggs resting for around 10 to 15 minutes. I recommend checking every 5 minutes just to see how the egg is taking the color. Okay. So meanwhile they're soaking, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be designing the image that I'm going to be painting with the eggshells. Now, once your eggs are fully colored, take them out of the cup of water and place them on napkins. And that way we can dry them and make sure that they're completely dry before we begin to crush them. Okay. Once you've completely dried all of your eggshells, what I then recommend to do is to put them in a small plastic bag. And then from there, you're going to begin to crush them. And you want to make sure that they're in small pieces and smaller size pieces, or have them as small as they can be. I also recommend crushing them with something. I wouldn't crush them with your hands because there can be a lot of sharp edges. So if you have like a water bottle, a book, or something that you can add weight to crush them, I recommend using that. Now, Once you have completely dried and crushed all of your eggs, what you would want to do is separate all of the different colored eggs on different plates or napkins or something just to divide each of the colored eggs. And that way, when you're using them, it's easier to grab them and you won't mix all of the eggs together, all of the different colors together. Now that you have everything set out in front of you, what you're going to want to use is you're going to want to use a liquid glue. This will help stick the eggs to the paper more effectively than a glue stick would. What I also recommend doing is that you start gluing one color at a time. So an example would be I will start with the pink eggshells. And that way when you're gluing them down, the eggs won't get mixed with each other or they won't stick to different parts. And it will also help with the drying process. So make sure again to do one color at a time. And we are completely finished. So this is the final result, and this is painting with cáscaras de huevo eggshells. Thank you for joining.
La Mesita is a program for the What's Up radio station from our Yollocalli youth program. Next up, you're going to see an interview that they made. Enjoy.
Hello, welcome to La Mesita. My name is Antonio Salcedo, and today we have a very, very special guest, Patrick Donnelly. He's been part of Chicago's bustling music scene since 2013, working as a pianist, guitarist, music director, and arranger. He founded La Peña Orchestra last year and lately has been broadcasting occasional piano recitals from patdonnelly.com. Hi, Patrick. Welcome to La Mesita. How are you?
Doing well, Antonio. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. It's very, very, very happy to see you here. And yeah, so can you tell us what is La Peña Orchestra?
La Peña Orchestra is a new project. It's an ensemble of 20 people, and
Awesome.
it's a band that we have played about 3 times in public so far. And it's something that I started on my own, and with the help of a lot of friends and colleagues, we've had some really successful and fun concerts. The idea behind the band is there's a lot of transcription involved, which is something we could go into of what that is. But basically what we do so far is that we are taking old recordings that were made sometime between the 30s and the 60s of dance bands throughout Latin America. And I'm listening to the recording and writing out what they played for each instrument, and then we play it. So I present that music in a concert, and so try to pick tunes that I think people are going to like and be danceable, make people dance, and have some relevance to the history of the music, and all kinds of things like that. So it's somewhat of an experiment, and it's just, I mean, we're on hold right now from what's going on, staying at home, but we kind of just started picking up a little momentum. And,
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
it's something new.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get into that right in a bit. But your last concert, was that in Navy Pier? Was it in Navy Pier?
It was. I think it was February 6th, and it was at the Crystal Gardens in Navy Pier. They were doing a winter music series on Thursday nights, so we played up there.
En paz. No te quiero, no me quieras. Si tú me lo diste, yo no te pedí. No me eches en cara que todo perdiste. También a tu vera yo no lo perdí. Bien paga, me llaman la bien paga. Porque tus besos cobré y a ti me supe entregar por un puñado de carne. Bien paga, bien paga, bien paga, fuiste mujer. Solo un beso, el único beso que yo no cobré. No te pido, no me llevo. Entre esas paredes debo sepultar penas y alegrías que tú me compraste y esas joyas que ahora otras lucirán. Bien
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I'd say for young musicians, it's, a lot of people say follow your passion, stuff like that. But I would also emphasize to work hard and learn your fundamentals. It will never be a waste of time. Learn your fundamentals, work hard. I mean, I don't know if some people have been watching the Jordan documentary, The Bulls, but one thing that I like about that show is that there's no magic story about it. Michael Jordan's just like, no, I actually just worked really hard every day. And that's why he was so great.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. For all the listeners and people watching the video, where can we find information about you and La Peña Orchestra?
La Peña Orchestra has a website, lapeñaorchestra.com, and we're on Facebook and Instagram. So you can find us pretty easily on the internet.
Okay.
And then I have a website, patdonley.com. And lately I've been doing some little concerts and little events live, and that broadcast that on my website. So you can go on that, and then I have a mailing list. And yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time and talent, Patrick. It was great to have you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. This was La Mesita. My name is Antonio, and we invite you to enjoy exclusive performance by Patrick, the only music director of La Peña Music. See you next time, and remember to be safe and healthy at home. Thank you very much.
moment musical in F minor.
Casa, or Community Arts Sustaining Academic, provides high-quality after-school programs for 4 CPS sites with a concentration on art, photography, graffiti, dance, graphic design, and STEM.
Nuestra herencia es el mariachi.
¡Hola, mi herencia! ¡Ahí les va mi sol de México! ¡Sí, señor! ¡Hola, Guti! ¡Qué bonitas son las indias desde Tuxpan sin igual! Del meritito Jalisco donde hay puro natural. ¡Qué bonitas son las indias desde Tuxpan sin igual! Del meritito Jalisco donde hay puro natural. ¡Ay, la, la, la! ¡Ay, la, 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 la! ¡Qué bonitas son las indias desde Tuxpan sin igual! ¡Ay, la, la, la! ¡Ay, la, 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 la! Del meritito Jalisco donde hay puro natural. Y hasta parece que ando en Jalisco, muchachos. Es una herencia y llegaron los trofeos, sí, señor. Cuando vayas al fandango, ponte tus guarrabonas, pa' que salgas a bailar el son de las cometonas. Cuando vayas
los aplausos una vez más para esta bonita interpretación, este baile magnífico, fenomenal que están llevando a cabo en el Festival del Niño desde el barrio Pilsen. Dice... Sí, señor, qué bonito lo bonito. En solo instantes los vamos a invitar a todos ustedes para que nos acompañen a mitad de la cancha de fútbol porque están ya listos y preparados los Jesse White Tumblers. bonito es lo bonito! Dice tu compañera que échele, chiquitita. Así dijiste, ¿verdad? Sí. Put your hands together once again for the Calmeca Academy. Folclórico de oro que siguen con este tremendo reventón, pachingón y demás. Les recordamos que después de la presentación de ellos a mitad de la cancha están ya listos y preparados los incomparables Tumblers de Jesse White. That's what's up. Put your hands together once again. Calmeca Academy.
much more. Make sure that you also go to our website, www.nationalmuseumofmexico.com,